Last episode, we spoke with Elder McNamara, who tasked us with tracking down some missing Brotherhood scouts to either bring them back to the base or collect their mission logs. Despite the area crawling with disgusting centaurs, we found one very near to Hidden Valley. Next, we returned to the Repcon headquarters, and with our skills having increased since our last visit, we're able to explore the area more fully and find the second missing scout and his log. On our way to the final location in Nellis Air Force Base, we stumbled on a pumping station, having an issue with a radiation leak of some kind. It's been polluting the water, and we decided to check it out. This led us to Vault 34, and though we weren't able to explore all of it just yet, we discovered the experiment of this vault was allowing unlimited access to a fully stocked armory at the expense of very little living space. We're not sure yet exactly what happened in the vault, but it's the source of the radiation, and we found dozens of feral ghoul residents inside. Saving further exploration for another day, we headed to the base, meeting a man on the way who gave us some tips on how to make it to the base without getting blown up by the boomers inside. Which reminds me, we have to return to him to collect on our bet that we couldn't make it. After meeting briefly with the boomers, we found the last scout and had collected his log. Now we have to decide whether to give it to Hardin or McNamara. Okay, so quests. Still in the dark. We can either help Hardin or we just return it to McNamara. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it straight to McNamara. I don't know that I like the plans that Hardin has in mind. Also, it's sketchy that he's trying to, like, overthrow this guy, I feel like. And I don't really want them to be poking around and being more powerful. I don't necessarily think that they're good guys in the sense that I feel comfortable aligning with. I just don't know. I just don't think that they're the right answer. So, we're gonna go and we're gonna keep McNamara and hope that he kind of keeps what he's doing, I guess. Keeps doing what he's already doing. Seems to be working out in our favor a little bit. Okay. So, he was down here somewhere. Down into bunker level 2. And he was to this way? It's gotta be this way, right? Yeah. Here he is.
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind?
Yes, here are the... Well, what else can we talk to you about? First of all.
I can spare a little time. What did you want to talk about?
Tell me about the lockdown.
It's a protective measure that was enacted after our defeat at Helios. The NCR was hot on our heels, and we wouldn't have survived another encounter. It was decided that we would stay quiet for a time, heal the wounded, and try to come up with a new strategy. However, after we had fully recuperated, our first scouting measures showed that the NCR's presence in this region had only increased in our absence. There are now more than 5 times the number of NCR troops in the area as when we fought them, and we have half the number we did at Helios. And so the lockdown has been extended. To go outside would be the death of us all.
Okay, how do you get supplies?
We have some personnel that are allowed to travel on the surface. They trade for what we need and occasionally drop off what they acquire. We make sure that they only enter or leave the bunker while the sandstorm is active, to avoid detection.
Okay, and speaking of, what is with the crazy sandstorm on the surface?
That is this base's defensive system. It serves as camouflage and masks all entry and exit from the bunker. We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners, though we still send such out at night to be extra safe.
Okay, well, it's not time for me to go, but...
Later.
Why does he say it like that?
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind?
Yes, here are their holotapes.
They were all dead then. I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions. When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative, and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you. Return when you've gathered all of their reports.
Okay, so predictably, there is another step to this problem. And so what we need to do now is if we take a look at our quests, Um, we need to meet with a Brotherhood scout near Camp Forlorn Hope and collect his report. And then meet with a Brotherhood scout near the town of Nipton to collect his report. And meet with a Brotherhood scout near the NCR Correctional Facility and collect his report. And I think we've been to all of those places before. Oh, well, maybe not. I guess not the NCR Correctional Facility. Oh, we're vilified there because of the powder gangers. Well, that might be interesting. But we have been to Camp Forlorn Hope. And where was the other one? We have been to Nipton. But I guess it's not quite Nipton. Where is Nipton anyway? Oh, Nipton's right here. Okay, so it's not quite all the way to Nipton. But, okay. So Forlorn Hope is somewhere that we can actually go to. And then we can come back here and go to these two. Okay. So we need to get all the way back upstairs again. And get out of the bunker. And then we can work on getting their reports from those other guys. And, okay, wait, did I go the right way? Yeah, okay, that's right. Up the stairs and out. So I think we'll start with Forlorn Hope. Just because we've already been there, we can fast travel over there, and that should be quick and easy. And then we'll tackle the other two things. I think the one near the correctional facility is going to be the hard one. Simply because they don't like us over there. So that's going to be potentially a problem. But now we just kind of go straight ahead to find this body. Okay. Neato. Haven't actually gotten the chance to check this place out yet either, really. I would like to eventually. How the hell do we get out of here? What I would like to know. Okay, so let's just go this way. We just walked into like a dead end, and that was kind of annoying. Anywho, it looks like we are literally just like straight ahead of us here. And we should find a Brotherhood member, like that has an actual report, like an alive person. Is that what we're looking for? Or is this guy also going to be dead? Guess we'll see. Because there was the bunker that was down here too. That was something to do with the Brotherhood, so... Because this is where we came for the Sierra Madre. Oh shoot, is he up there? Damn. Okay. We'll figure this out. We'll get there. Let's try to go back up top again. Somewhere over here. Gotta be getting close. It's gotta be like right around here somewhere. Hopefully. Ah, here he is.
Hey.
Brotherhood Scout.
Approach slowly, stranger. If you have no business with me, then go.
I do. Elder McNamara sent me for your report. He asks if the bears are still hunting.
Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides have reached a stalemate, and only occasionally send skirmishers against one another. If I didn't know better, I'd say neither side is confident enough to push for a full victory. Which seems strange given the NCR's technological edge. In any event, I've recorded my findings in this report. Please deliver it to the Elder. I'm sure he will find the contents most interesting.
Okay, so we've got that. Meet with the Brotherhood Scout at near Camp Forlorn Hope and collect his report. So let's check it out. Let's go into miscellaneous. Oh, I thought we would have that or something. Thought we would be able to, like, see it. I guess not. Bummer. Okay. So then, I guess, we'll go to the world map, and we will... I guess we'll travel to Nipton first, and then kind of work our way back to Hidden Valley. Why don't we give that a shot? Let's go to Nipton. Now, Caesar's Legion, you know, should we not go directly into their areas, should not bother us, I don't think. Because after we talked with Mr. House, or was it after we talked to Benny? Either way, something immediately after that. Oh, I guess I was wrong about that. I don't know who's shooting from where. I don't know if it's coming from behind us or up above us. But we need to go this direction. There's 2 things here to discover, so I guess we'll probably... Can't hurt to knock those off of our list, on our map. Should be, like, walking right straight into them, so hopefully we can do that. Anyway, I was gonna say that I don't think the Legion should attack us, because after we left Vegas, after talking to Benny or Mr. House, I can't remember exactly the order of that happening. Oh, gosh. Sorry, Rex. I thought you scared me. Don't run up on me like that. What did he say? Oh, the Legion guy that we met and nipped him the first time was, like, kind of like at a truce. We, like, called a truce on things. And he was just gonna invite us to talk to Caesar, which is, you know, something eventually on our list of things to do. This must be the den there. But we don't really need to go in there. I just kind of wanted to knock it off. Hidden supply cave. Is that it? Is that inside here, though? Search Bright Follower. Interesting. Okay, so that's not the supply cave, but I do kind of want to, I feel like I want to find that too. I feel like that would be helpful, wouldn't it? See if I can actually, is this actually going to be easy to do, or is it going to give me a real hard time trying to get to that? It's very close to here, though. I feel like it would be helpful. Just to see what's in there. And then we will find the Brotherhood body. I know we're getting a little bit sidetracked here, but, you know, that's all just, it's all part of the fun. Sometimes you just gotta do it. It looks like we are headed the right direction, though. Probably in here. Hidden supply cave. Let's check it out. Oh, locked. Well, average. So... Nice. Okay, let's keep an eye out for other defenses. I feel like every time I come into a cave, there's a problem. It cannot possibly be this easy as just walking in and taking supplies. But, maybe it is. Okay, first aid box. Take everything. Foot locker. We don't want that. Don't care about the energy stuff. Radiation suit. We might want that for that other thing that we tried to do. Since I don't have that radiation suit anymore. That looks like that's kind of it. All these crates are, like, fake and empty. Okay. Well. Could have been worse. Okay. That was actually very simple, and I'm very happy about that. Let's get out of here. And then, okay, so we'll find this other Brotherhood guy then. He looks like should be just out of here and then off to the right, based on our little map marker. Let's put our weapon away. Maybe they're more friendly to us if we don't walk up to them with weapons in our hands. There he is. I see him up there. And then we just got one more guy, and then we'll see what's next on the list, I guess. Brotherhood Scout.
Don't take another step if you value your life. For what purpose do you approach me?
Elder McNamara sent me as his representative. He asks if the bears are still hunting.
Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness or inability to properly defend their borders, which is telling. I've collected such musings in this report. Please take it to the Elder.
Okay. So, that's that one. And then if we keep moving forward, we will make our way eventually to the NCR Correctional Facility. We could start with the we don't really want to go through this area because they don't like us here. But I guess, I don't really think we have much choice. We got to go through there. So we'll give it a shot. Just walk up this rail line, and hopefully we can either, you know, just not really run into the guys that don't like us, not run into the actual powder gangers, or we can just take care of them at this point. It's been so long since we've dealt with the powder gangers. That was like one of our very first quests, was doing stuff with the powder gangers, and we have come a long way since then. And we literally haven't heard another thing about them since. Until this most recent stuff with the NCR trooper that we talked to for the Brotherhood of Steel, the very first like little task that we had. So I just think that's weird. Like I'm not really sure I still understand what's up with the powder gangers, because we literally haven't heard another thing about them since all that time ago. Got this little rail station thing going on here, which we can mark off again on our little map as another location that we can fast travel to. Emergency service rail, and we will come back one day and check out all kinds of this stuff. I do plan to do lots of other videos on the games and the series. So if you have any suggestions and things that you'd like to see, I don't care if people have already made videos about it. It's fine. If there's things that interest you and you want to hear a video about it, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'm really just having a good time playing the game and just learning about all the lore, and I'd love to talk about some of the stuff more. And I have a couple ideas for videos of, like, you know, sort of deep dive things that I would like to do, just because I think there's a lot of stuff that's really interesting. But obviously I have to finish the game first, and then I can do that kind of stuff. But so, looks like this camp over here in the distance is something that we want to avoid. And we don't really have to go into the correctional facility or anything, but we are going to have to walk right by it. So I'm hoping to do so quietly, just as Rex starts going off. What the hell is that? That is so big. Is that what he was barking about, maybe? Like, I would love to do, like, kind of a deep dive on, like, Joshua Graham, for example, or, like, you know, do a little character study of him. I found his story super interesting. Okay, so there's, like, some security lamps out here. Maybe we try to avoid those. I don't know if it exactly works that way, but we definitely don't want to alert people to our presence, for sure. So, try to stay away from the lights. I don't know that they move. But we could try to stay, you know, just out of sight, maybe. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm guessing he's probably up in that area somewhere. The guy that we're looking for. Because they have been kind of up on ridges and such. So I feel like it might be a good place to start, but I don't see him. See anybody. Shoot. Oh, that's like a bomb. Okay. Okay, so they see us. Clearly. What is back here? A whole lot of nothing, it looks like. Just a bunch of garbage and stuff. Okay, so where is this guy? He's close. We are very close to him, though. But I don't want to get shot at anymore. But I don't really know that I have that option. Ah, here he is.
What do you want? And don't try anything funny.
I won't be. I'm Elder McNamara's representative. He said to ask if the bears are still hunting.
You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Very well. I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now, after having followed some rather disturbing rumors. The facility was run by the NCR for a time, but the prisoners overcame their guards and now use the prison as a base from which to conduct raids. What puzzles me is why these men have been allowed to run wild for so long unchecked. Why has the NCR not retaken this place? Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within. Perhaps he will have a better idea of what this situation portends.
Okay, so that's right. I do, now that he mentions that, I do remember that the powder gangers were, like, escaped convicts, basically. So, we're gonna head back to Hidden Valley. We'll just fast travel over there from here. Nothing, that we really want to stop by on our way there. Oh, God. Okay. Like, where are we? We want this one, right? Over here somewhere, I guess. The stupid sand cloud. I can't see anything. No, that's an exit. I don't want that. Not this one, though. Should be over here then, right? This one here. Okay. So now we finally got to see what the sand cloud thing is that we keep hearing about, but hadn't actually seen yet. Okay. So that's right. The powder gangers were escaped convicts from the NCR facility, and we ticked them off right at the very beginning by helping Prim, I think. It was the issue there. And then what else do we know about the powder gangers? So I guess what really seems to be the issue, or like what the Elder here is kind of interested in, is the fact that the NCR seems to be not as powerful as they had maybe hoped, or maybe as they were thinking that they might be. And then they're thinking maybe they can afford to come back out and try to take them down again. But I don't know. We'll see.
Have you had any luck finding the scouts? Or did you have something to discuss?
I found the scouts. Here are their reports.
Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, Outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you.
Okay, just tell me what you want me to do.
I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one who brought the matter to my attention, and the only other person who is aware of it.
Okay. Speak to Senior Knight Lorenzo regarding the failing air filtration system. You know, it was funny because I noticed, like, these little specks. I don't know if you can see them. When I came in here, and I was like, I wonder what the hell that is. Maybe that has something to do with it. Let's see where he might be, though. Why don't I check out the local map? Okay, so he's, like, right up here. Is this him?
Hello?
That's Hardin. Where's the other guy? Oh, that's not it. Anybody in this one? No. Okay, so that's Hardin. So where's the other guy is... Must be up a floor? I guess. He's not out here, so let's go this way and see where we are now. Okay, no, so That wasn't the Taggart guy. Maybe he's in here? Nope. This way. We've been in here before, but I don't think this guy was in here last
Takes a
time.
little getting used to, doesn't it? If it's not broken power armor, it's broken electrical.
Only a
Not
few
him.
people get to venture
Where is it?
outside, usually to trade for food.
I heard the elders got Taggart.
Ah, there we are.
Oh, you must be the outsider everyone's buzzing about. Pleased to meet you. I'm Lorenzo, senior knight and general handyman around here.
The Elder wants me to retrieve components to help fix the air filtration system.
So now I'm going to have your death on my conscience too? Great.
What?
You think you're the first person the Elders trusted with this? He sent 3 of our patrols out looking for those components, and they're all dead. I was the one who supplied the Elder with the location of possible sites where we could find the components, so their deaths are my fault. And now it's your turn. Well, don't say you weren't warned. I won't take the blame when you die horribly, but I can tell you're getting impatient. The items I'll need to keep the system running are a differential pressure controller, a reverse pulse cleaner, and several HEPA cartridge filters. At present, my best guess for finding the items would be to search any of the old vaults in the area. Those vaults were usually built much like these military bunkers, even using the same contractors in their constructions at times. I'll mark the vault's locations on your map. Best of luck to you.
Working on some kind of
Interesting. Okay, so search the vaults in the region for differential pressure controller. For all the different components, we need to search vaults nearby. Interesting. So we have found a couple vaults in our travels so far. I found one kind of covered in plants while I was doing some side quests off camera. I didn't go in, I just found it. We went into, well, I went into, off camera again, into Vault 3, which had some fiends taking it over. Just in this quest earlier, we found Vault 34, which, we weren't really able to find what we needed to in there. And I think we've heard of maybe one other vault somebody's told us about at some point, but I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at our quests. World map. So we have some Vault 11 over here, Vault 3 again, and then Vault 22. So that was the other one that I found. Okay. So I guess we'll start here, and we'll go with Vault 11. And it kind of looks like our best bet to do so is going to be following this road up into the vault itself. Or we can go to 188 Trading Post and work our way back from there. I'm just worried that this might be in the mountains and that actually getting there will be difficult and that using the road might kind of get us there better. But we'll give it a shot. I think either way, since we have places that we can fast travel to regardless, we'll try the 188 Trading Post. And I have another reason for wanting to go there as well. Because I was... I look things up every now and again to help me out with some things that I get stuck on. I'm trying not to read anything too spoilery, but I was curious how many companions there are, and I found that one of them is here, and the only reason why I'm really interested is because she knows Elijah, and I want to know about him.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
The grave.
Huh. Well, in that case, I take it back. You look pretty good, given the circumstances. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
You live in a hole in the ground.
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need.
So you just leave your family in the bunker?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level?
Sure.
I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel. Pretty strange bunch. Do you know anything about them?
I met a group of them in a bunker west of here.
And?
I'm reserving judgment.
That seems wise. I think I am too, although for how much longer, I'm not sure. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
Well, the Strip, I guess, technically.
Ooh, very exciting. Gonna strike it rich, huh? I'll be honest, you're the first person I've run across out here that looks like she can really handle herself. There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together, help each other out.
Where are you hoping to go?
Oh, nowhere in particular, really. Just hoping to see more of the world, looking for a fresh perspective. I want to see how different groups have adapted to survive in the Mojave. See if there's something I can learn from.
Don't you have a family to feed?
Like I said, they can handle themselves. And I'm not the only one getting supplies for them. It's a big family.
Interesting. Okay. I guess... Oh, I'd like to, but I can't take you with me right now. Can we only have one at a time or something? Why don't you... well, you don't look like much. What do you bring to the table?
Good. That's the look I was going for. Trust me on this one, though. You'll be glad you brought me along. If I turn out to be a burden, we can part ways at any time. No hard feelings.
Okay, I'd like to, but I can't take you with me right now.
Aw, you really know how to make a girl feel like a stray cat. But, okay, my offer stands. If we run into each other again.
Can we talk to you more about
Couldn't get
stuff?
enough of talking to me the first time, huh? Good. I'd hoped you'd come around. Shall we?
Okay, so I have to, like,
You really know
dismiss...
how to make a girl feel like a stray cat.
I must
but-
have to dismiss Boone. So, let's talk to him. Talk to.
That guy Benny was a piece of work.
He was. How do you feel about Manny Vargas? You know what? I've never asked him any of these questions. Now I'm curious.
He was a good spotter.
Weren't you also friends? I'm sorry, this is really funny that he's, like, wearing this outfit, though.
Yeah, we were.
Talkative guy. Not anymore?
When Carla went missing, he was the first person I told. He tried to hide it, but I could tell right away. He was glad.
I have another question about you.
Sure.
What outfit did you serve in the military with?
1st NCR Recon. It's a sniper battalion. Sees a lot of action. They moved us around a lot. I was stationed at Camp Gulf for a while. Last I heard, they're at Camp McCarran.
How did you happen to join 1st Recon?
They pick you out if you do well at the firing range. Pays a little better, so I said okay.
Is that a 1st Recon beret? I mean, he's not wearing it anymore, but he was.
Yeah, you could tell by the patch. Bear skull with crossed rifles behind it. Slogan underneath.
What's the slogan?
The last thing you never see. Pretty accurate. And so are we.
Okay, what was Camp Golf like?
It was on the front line for a while. Only resort in New Vegas no one wanted to get sent to. Doesn't have that kind of importance anymore, though. They pulled most of the troops out of there after we took the Hoover Dam.
Okay, something else?
All right.
Were you at Bitter Springs with 1st Recon? What is happening with my thingy?
I was in a lot of places with 1st Recon. I don't really remember.
Must have been at Bitter Springs. What happened there?
We won.
That's it? You won?
Look, we've done some traveling together, but we're not exactly comrades in arms. I'm not ready to swap war stories.
I've seen my share of terrible things. You can talk to me about it.
Maybe some other time.
What is it you aren't telling me about what happened to your wife?
You got no right asking me that. Drop it.
I just want to understand you better.
You don't know what you're asking. Just let it go for now. The Legion's the only thing I want on my mind right now.
Okay, so tell me about yourself.
If you want. It's not really my thing. What do you want to know?
Ever take the beret off?
No.
You're not wearing it right now, liar. Okay, I have another question about you.
Sure.
Tell me about your wife.
Carla's dead. That's all you need to know.
A closed-off man. Okay, other questions?
Sure.
What's the best way for me to use your skills?
Give me a rifle and a clear line of sight, and I'll start picking them off before they've even seen me. Didn't have much hand-to-hand training, so our chances are better if you keep the enemy out of my face. I'm trained as a spotter, too. If you're looking through a scope, I can find your targets for you.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
All right.
What else do we got here? I think we should part ways for now, Boone.
If that's what you think.
I do. We'll meet up at the Lucky 38.
I'll make my way there.
Okay, and then we'll talk to Veronica.
Couldn't get enough of talking to me the first time, huh?
I'm ready to travel with you.
Good. I'd hoped you'd come around.
Let's go.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along?
As long as you're honest with me from now on.
Sure. Just don't ever ask me if your outfit makes you look fat. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars in her eyes and a pneumatic gauntlet on her hand.
Okay, she's giving me the scribe assistant perk.
Let's hit the road, huh?
Sure, but can we talk to you?
Should have brought something to read.
Talk to.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves.
This lady is funny. I like her. Tell me about yourself.
I like long walks in the desert and candlelit metal workshops.
What are your goals?
I want a dress.
A dress.
Yeah, a good one. Something elegant and classy, you know? But still stylish. Something that's eye-catching and sexy, but also says, don't fuck with me. I keep hoping I'll come across some old-world designer gown when I'm scavenging, but it never happens. Maybe I should move back to California.
That's your goal? You want a nice dress?
Hey, you try getting a date wearing scribe robes. Might as well be wearing sweatpants. I just like them, you know? They make you feel like a woman. Those ladies, before the war, they knew what they were doing.
Okay, tell me something else about you.
Can I make it up?
No. Who was this Father Elijah to you?
I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew, anyway. But Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagined a grandfather to be.
Did you follow him from California?
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work.
What changed?
He did. For years, he fought with the council. Taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost his power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
How was that different from how any other elder would have reacted?
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
Ever tried to talk sense into him?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
Well, that's kind of what he did to me with my little bomb collar. What did you learn from him?
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him.
How was it different? What'd you learn from him?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
Were you close?
Yeah. I miss him.
Where is he now? I mean, I know where he is, but does she? I mean, I wonder also if it connects. Like, I don't think that there's a connection between the main story of the game and the DLCs in that way, where, like, if you've done something, the NPCs will comment on it, just because I think the nature of the DLC being added after the fact, it probably isn't in there to react and respond to decisions and things that you do within the DLC. So that's interesting. But anyway, where is he now?
I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until it could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
What was in the note?
It was strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it, I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world, make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
I think that's like what he was trying to do with like that cloud and stuff or something. Tell me something else about you.
Like what?
Do you have any other family in the Brotherhood?
Just my parents, but they haven't been around for a long time. Dad was a paladin, Mom was a scribe. They died in the same battle, trying to hold off the NCR from something. I don't remember what it was. Guess it seemed important at the time.
Okay.
Like what?
Ever been in love?
Ever been nosy?
Mm-hmm.
I was, once. We were pretty young, but I like to think it was love.
What happened?
She left the Brotherhood. Wanted to put some distance between herself and her parents. Since our membership isn't open to outsiders, some members think that obligates all of us to procreate. You can guess which camp her parents belong to.
You didn't go with her?
No. Couldn't bring myself to leave everyone else behind. Couldn't convince her to stay, either. I'd hoped love would be enough to influence her decision, but it wasn't. We were both too stubborn. I don't know where she is now, but I'm sure she's moved on. I still think about her, though. Once in a while.
Okay, and some other things about you?
Like what?
There was one more option that wasn't like how to best use her skills, but we will ask that too. But are you well respected among other members of the Brotherhood?
If you take trying to keep me as far away from Hidden Valley as possible because I ask too many difficult questions as a sign of respect, oh yeah. That's not to say I don't get along with them. I just think they don't know what to do with me sometimes.
Okay, I wonder if we'll run into any issues bringing her back there with us.
Like what?
Is there someplace you wanted me to take you?
Nowhere specific. I just know there are a lot of groups who are actually doing well for themselves out here. I want to understand how and why. See them at work.
Okay, and
Like
one
what?
last question here. How can I best use your skills?
I like punching things, but sometimes shooting things just has to do.
Anything else?
Yeah. I've been taking things apart and putting them back together since before I said my first word. You want to build something? Talk to me, and we can do it right there on the spot. Workbenches are for novices. Who knows? I might even be able to show you a Brotherhood trick or two.
Okay. I found Elijah. Oh, so we can talk about it.
You did? Where? Oh my god, I mean, I thought... I don't even know what I thought might have happened to him. But you don't have a "this is good news" expression on your face.
I trapped him in a pre-war prison. That is so cool, actually. Yeah, you can. I would not have been surprised if you couldn't have the DLCs impact base game like conversations. So that is cool. I had to trap him inside a pre-war prison.
Trapped him? Where? It doesn't matter. He died when we all retreated to Hidden Valley. I didn't expect to see him again. No one did. Did he say anything when you met him? Anything at all?
There's something I wanted to pass along. He gave us a note that was for Veronica's eyes only, which is the reason why I wanted to find her and also to learn more about him. But I am fascinated that we were actually able to, like, talk about this. That's cool. That is neat. Okay, there's something I wanted to pass along.
Where did you get this? Guess I was right about the bad news, huh? Same look Elder McNamara always gave me when I was up for promotion.
You should watch it.
All right. I'll watch it. That was hard to watch.
Did it make any sense?
The parts I understood didn't matter. Past all the garbage, all it amounted to was goodbye. Sorry. Feel a little out of it. Head spinning a bit. Oh. I think he left me a gift. Maybe I can use it better than he did.
Okay, Veronica has received Elijah's Last Words perk. She has learned a secret melee weapon technique that increases her attack speed by 150% and gives her a 25% chance to knock down enemies. Interesting. Okay. I think we've
My favorite subject.
asked all the questions that we can. Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Let's.
Neat. Okay, so interesting. I wonder why, like, can we have two companions, or does Rex just not really count in that sense? Okay, so basically straight ahead is Vault 11. She coming?
Aw, just when the standing...
There we go. Okay. Should be over here somewhere. Now, I'm assuming we probably have to go up and over this little patch of rocks here, or behind it or something. Interesting. I'm very excited to go into the vaults, though. This is fun. I would like to figure out how to get back into and find what we need to in Vault 34 to solve that problem as well. But for now, this will do. Is she still following me? Okay, good. Okay, so we're in Vault 11. What mysteries lie ahead of us here, I wonder?
Trouble.
Rex is taking care of most of that. Oh. Dead bodies littering the ground as usual. Did she step in a trap? Or did she get caught by one of those mantises? Okay, we got some dead bodies here. Ooh, a pistol. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Actually, you know, I might have two of those, so get rid of the one that has the lowest condition. Oh, damn. Thank God for Rex. He's just taking care of things over here for us. No big deal. Get it, Rex. Okay. Oh. Okay, what do we got over here? Alright, let's check out this terminal. Security recording vault entrance. Oh, that's it. Okay, so let's click on that. Download complete. Okay. Note added about Vault 11. Let's check it out. System recording from Vault 11 front entrance.
Are we really gonna do this? It's open. We could just leave.
I couldn't. Not after that.
We don't deserve to leave. A shining example. That's what it called us. But we were. We did what we were supposed to. Not by a long shot. Anybody would have done what we did.
You ask me? That's exactly the problem. Now let's get on with this.
I'll go first. Wait. People should know what happened. They could learn from it. If there's anyone out there at all, I hope they never have to find out. Ready, Harry? Yeah. No, no, no! Wait!
Interesting. Okay, and then we'll check out the note. 4 corpses at the front entrance of Vault 11 and a strange recording point to sinister events. Determine what happened to the citizens of Vault 11. Yes, we will definitely be doing that. So we've decided to side with McNamara, and are now helping the Brotherhood to hunt down some supplies to fix the bunker's air filtration system. We got sidetracked again, picking up Veronica as a companion, and learning some of Father Elijah's history, but we're back on track now, ready to delve into some old vaults to find the parts that we need. To catch the next part of the story, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications to follow along with the series as we discover more about the citizens of New Vegas, what the different factions want for the city, and what we plan to do about it all. Until next time, I'm Brian Pickle. Thanks for watching.